Hey guys, this is Dylan from K-Theory, and you're tuning into The Countdown, my brand new mix show where we are playing the hottest hits of all time from electronic dance music. This week's theme is classic dubstep, and we are starting off with no other than Nero's remix of In the Middle by The Streets. Here we go! Something about this tune, so simple, so vibey, so well done, so chill. Nero is one of those iconic dubstep producers, bass music producers, duo, trio, if you want to count Alana with it, the vocalist, that have just changed the electronic game forever with their live performance, with their DJ sets, with their production, unreal stuff. And when this song came out, it was mega. It was big time. It was at every dubstep show you could imagine. So shout out to Nero. They've been a little quiet. They iconic. They dropped so much amazing music. They had a single come out in 2022. If you are lucky to catch them on a festival lineup before they retire, I'm sure they will come up with another album. There's just no way they can stop. That is an act to see. The Streets have announced their retirement officially, but have a couple new songs on there. So go check out their Spotify, see what's good. Nero's actually one of my favorite artists of all time. One of the first big gigs we got as K-Theory was being able to open for Nero at Ruby Sky in San Francisco. It was incredible, and just got to pass him a thumb drive and give him a few demos and be like, here's what we're working on. I'm super fan. And they were like, oi, cool, chill. But that was it, and never heard from them, so it's okay. I'm still a super fan. And yeah, so coming in here, the second track today on the countdown, we have 11 tracks today, so this is number 10. Another iconic artist. This whole era that we are focusing on today, the classic dubstep sound. This is Dr. P, and he was just iconic. He changed the game. Circus Records, baby. Go check out their catalog, their OG stuff. Oh my gosh, so fire. This set off the American dubstep scene, even though it was coming out of the UK. This next song up here is Star. It's a Dr. P remix, and it is absolutely fire. This is one of my favorite eras of electronic music all time. Here we go. Dr. P, remix of Star, number 10 on the countdown. K-Theory? Oh my god! Just, you gotta peep the sound design here. Early EDM. Here we go.
For the name, know my bow is see through, we got too much talent like we growing. I work hard, you can do it too. Focus on what the profile, shoot for the room. Don't worry about nothing, only worry about you. And I hope what I've said inspires you. Go!
All-time OG classic Dr. P remix of Star by Blame, Camilla, Maria, and Fuda Guy. Such a vibe, iconic, and will always go down as one of the legends who brought the dubstep scene, the dubstep genre as a whole out to the West. Dr. P, Circus Records, all the peeps. This is an iconic playlist full of everything that really made that era. This is the 2009, 2010, 2011 era of the dubstep movement. The wave, really, if you want to call it the wave that came up, the wub wave that came over here to the United States and brought with it so much talent. Dr. P is still making music. He is back on tour. OG legend. I just saw him here in Salt Lake. He is still around, still doing his things. He dropped a new song called Truth or Consequences this year. He's got a bunch of new things in the works, I'm assuming, and he is staying legendary, working with Circus Records. So if you are curious, go check it out. Dr. P, you can't miss. There is so many hits in his catalog. It's amazing. This next one is really close to me. I actually got started DJing a lot of his music back then in 2008 or 2009. I went by the name of NR Peace, NR Peace, Inner Peace, and we got that. And so I would DJ dubstep records. Actually, first time I ever DJed, I didn't even know how to mix or anything like that. I just got Serato and just gonna wing it, just gonna do it, and eventually started in one of the biggest crazy movements in San Francisco, this dubstep movement, which I will talk more about as we get into the show. One of the iconic people of this era is Flux Pavilion. He could do no wrong, having all these hits, and he might be on the show more than once today. So shout out to Flux. You are amazing. Your tracks will live forever. And this one is called Hold Me Close. This one goes hard. I still go super ham every time I hear it. Hold Me Close, Flux Pavilion. right, that is Flux Pavilion with Hold Me Close. I want you guys to try to guess the year that song came out right now. And for some of you, you may have not even been born yet. This song dropped in 2010. That was 13 years ago. Major banger. Still sounds as good a produced as it could be today. I have no critique for the production. Flux Pavilion is iconic. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of tracks. He's got brand new music out on Circus Records. Once again, go check out Circus, old and new. They are killing the game for dubstep, reinventing it and doing all things. I know he's still on tour. I got to tour with him a few years ago. We played together in Nashville. He's just so iconic, such a dude. And just dubstep legend, dubstep classic, dubstep legend. And you may see him later on today. Moving here now into number 7 on our list. These guys are another dubstep legend. You know them, you love them, you've heard of them, most likely. This is Adventure Club's remix of Crave You by Flight Facilities. This song has been stuck in my head all week. It's been an incredible ride to listen to it and to vibe out with it, and I'm just so excited to have this on the playlist, that this is actually on Spotify. So let's jam out here. Crave You, Adventure Club. Here we go.
They stare at me while I stare at you. You want me like the other boys do. They stare at me while I stare at you. You want me like the other boys do.
All right, that's the Adventure Club remix of Crave You. That song is amazing. That song is iconic. Adventure Club, yeah, such a cool journey to witness them go from basically unknown to just crushing it, going on tour, headlining, creating their own wave, superhero bass music. They're actually on tour right now, so go check them out in a city near you. Still slaying the game. Shout out to Leighton for the early support on our record. It's K-Theory in the house here on The Countdown. Every Friday, we are live with the hottest EDM tracks of all time. And coming in at number 6, this is no joke. This track slayed the game. This is that complextro dubstep sound that really took over the US, and the main pioneer of this was Skrillex. So this is the Skrillex remix of In for the Kill by Roux. When Skrillex came out, it was no joke. The madness was so real. He started playing this tour in these really small venues, 100 cap rooms, and just blow up, lying on the street, going crazy, and then bigger venues, eventually playing Wobbleland in San Francisco, where we all got to see him in a 1,000 cap room, and it was insane. And this song was so hot. I had to go back and listen to the production. I'm like, okay, this production is kind of wild, but it still hits today. It is amazing, and this is In for the Kill. He's actually listed here as Sonny Moore, which was his real name, and from his project From First to Last. So this is as he was transitioning here from First to Last to Skrillex, and sort of stepping into this, experimenting with dubstep and electro. Here we go. In for the Kill, number 6, Skrillex remix of Roux. All right, shout out to Skrillex. Oh, you mean Sonny? Oh, yes, I mean Sonny. Sonny Moore on the track, on the remix of Roux, In for the Kill. And you wouldn't believe it, that track is 14 years young, baby. This is really when it started. Oh, man, that era was iconic. The life that was given to a genre being born and reborn here in the United States with the dubstep invasion was incredible. You had to be there to see it, and hopefully this mix is bringing you back to that place of joy in that dubstep culture. It was a big time, and there really hasn't been anything like that since that time. So shout out to Skrillex, shout out to all the pioneers who brought it over here, and shout out to him for taking a risk and coming out of From First to Last and doing something a little bit different, bringing a new style, new twist. You could hear those signature vocal chops that are still in his production today. If you haven't listened to his brand new 2 albums, he is still going hard AF, producing major hits, major bangers of all genres. So shout out to you, Skrillex, for all the inspiration that you have brought to the scene. You really are the EDM historian in all the stuff that you've done. Next up, we've got a song. I've actually never heard of this artist. This came up on Shuffle, and this is Bullet Train by Steven Swartz. This is from 2012. I looked, he has been very silent. This is maybe his one hit. He did this, and he's like, you know what? I'm out of here. I made such an impact on this song, and possibly he's doing something else. So if you know what he's doing, link below, comment below, let me know. Maybe we know a little story about him. We got to figure out the story about this song, but it is amazing. It is a vibe, and it is a classic dubstep tune that will get you rocking. So check it out. Coming in right now, number 5, Bullet Train, Steven Swartz.
Moving like the speed of sound. Feet can keep on the ground. Can't stay in one place. Keep moving like a bullet train. Like a bullet train. Like the speed of sound. We can keep on the ground. Can't stay in one place. Keep moving like a bullet train. Like a bullet train. like a bullet train. Like a bullet train.
All right, that was Bullet Train there by Steven Swartz featuring Joni Fatora on the vocals. What a vibe, what an undiscovered gem, and maybe add that to your playlist if you are digging that sound. Next up, coming in at number 4 is one of my favorite EDM artists of all time. I was thinking to myself, I said, what song should I put on them? But on this mix, they have so many classics. And the homie Chase Banks Beats sent me this on Instagram. This is Eyes on Fire. This is Zeds Dead and Zeds Dead Baby. So let me get this loaded up here. This tune, such a vibe, so simple and so melodic and just brings you to another realm. So enjoy this song. Number 4, Eyes on Fire, Zeds Dead remix. Here we go. This is the countdown with K-Theory. Oh my God.
Your pain.
Right, shout out to Zeds Dead with that fire remix of Eyes on Fire. And you guys won't believe this, that production right there, that song is 16 years old, 2007, and it still slaps, and it's incredible. And you can just see how many years Zeds Dead has been putting into the game, into their craft, into their production. They are currently on tour at all the festivals out there across the world. You guys got to catch them. If you haven't seen Zeds Dead yet, it is a set you do not want to miss. I think they have a very special bunch of shows coming up, curated shows based on their brand, based on Dead Beats, their label. So much great music there, so much good vibes, and just really stellar dudes who supported our music as well, playing our Better Off Alone remixes and other things like that. So thank you guys so much for the support. Icons, legends. And before I get into the next track, because we got 3 more tracks today, kind of want to just tell a little story, dubstep historian mode here. Well, basically in 2009 there was this party in Berkeley called Electro Pop Rocks. It was in a basement in Berkeley. It was a vibe. It was mostly electro. It was all like hard-hitting electro at the time. It was so fun, so sweaty, so vibey. Four Loko, sponsored, and all things. And I saw a niche there, and I was loving dubstep, so I went and presented a PowerPoint to the owner. And I said, hey, we need a dubstep room. We got to do this. We got to get the culture going. And the culture's going off for this. So let me start one upstairs in this small room, and we got it going. And yeah, it was a great vibe. And eventually the party got so big that we got to move to this new venue in a warehouse in Oakland. And I got the side room, which was massive, this huge room. And we found this giant cross, and we put this LED lights on it, this dubstep cross, and they were calling it Dubstep Jesus, and eventually I had a couple more Space Jesus and stuff like that. But we had 12 Planet headline, Anti-Serum headline, and the vibes were incredible. It was so raw, so potent, so counterculture to what was happening in the electro house main room, this sort of halftime breakbeat feel that was dubstep. And one of the big artists, like I said, I was playing in my sets, every set. This is Flux Pavilion, coming in at number 3 here on the countdown. I Can't Stop. This tune is fire, iconic, one of the best songs in the genre. Here we go. I Can't Stop, Flux Pavilion, big time. Lego, baby. Iconic. Shout out to him for just being legendary, and make sure you go stream his music. Go give him a follow on social medias at Flux Pavilion and get some of that most ultimate fire. Just so much iconic music that's come out over the years, and once again he is still producing to this day. It's mega bangers and so many things. So grateful for you, Flux. You changed my life. The music set me on the path to make dubstep, to make breakbeat, to make bass music in general. So thank you, so grateful, so much gratitude. Just reminds me back in the day in that warehouse. I remember there's this photo of me eating a Crunchwrap Supreme DJing live because I didn't have any food and I was hungry. It was been a long night at Four Loko. You can't be going empty stomach with that. So next up here at number 2, he's back on the list. It is Skrillex's remix of Benassi, Cinema. If you haven't checked out Benassi, because he's a OG, go check him out. Mega classics. This one was here recommended by Radix. Shout out to the homie Radix, amazing vocalist, musician. He has really put in a lot of work, so go check him out and all the work he is doing. But this one here, number 2 on the countdown, K-Theory, oh my god, this is Cinema remix. Skrillex, another OG dubstep classic. What a vibe. Here we go off the Electro Man album, and this one changed so many people's lives. So here we go, coming in hot. Let's go, you are Cinema. Here we go. Skrillex remix of Cinema. Skrillex at number 2, Cinema remix, iconic. Benassi, Gary Go on the vocals. Wow, that was literally the epitome of the complextro dubstep sound, call and response. You could hear it in that era. There was this, and then there was the electro happening at the same time. So we'll have to do a classic electro mix coming up soon on the countdown every Friday night with yours truly, K-Theory. Oh my god. And we've reached that moment, down to our number 1 track. This is kind of ironic and iconic. Number 1 is going to be Raindrops, the Dorley remix of Basement Jaxx. Now, Dorley actually is an amazing house techno producer. He's done multiple genres, Ibiza sound, all kinds of things. But this one is an iconic, feel-good vibe, and it'll just bring you back. If you remember this era, you'll remember this song. You remember Basement Jaxx. They are so creative, so incredible, such a vibe, and you gotta just feel into this. This is sunshine, summertime. We're back at it, feeling good. What a great playlist! What a great iconic thing. If you love this playlist, make sure to like and subscribe. We'll be back every Friday, and this playlist will be available on Spotify, and I'll be streaming here on YouTube, SoundCloud, all the things. So stay tuned for more of the countdown. Here we go. Number 1 actually. Raindrops, Dorley, remix of Basement Jaxx. Enjoy, guys. On today's episode of the countdown, featuring yours truly, K-Theory, we'll be here every week on Fridays live with a new playlist, new amazing tunes, all the things, bringing the vibes and playing the best EDM of all time. So stay tuned for the next week's episode. It's going to be amazing. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be incredible. And yeah, that song was from 2009, and it still slaps and it still goes hard. I actually was going to play this at my set at Parque EDM in Seattle, but I decided not to because they were suffering from rain all day, and I was like, wait, if I play this rain song right now, am I calling in the rain? Is it going to rain during this set? So I just listened to it on repeat when I'm driving and vibing out. And this song actually came out 14 years ago yesterday on the summer solstice. Kind of funny, kind of right, ironic again. Shout out to Dorley. Shout out to all the artists on the playlist. If you love this playlist, smash that like. Make sure to subscribe, tell a friend, and stream this music. It'll bring you back into a feel-good state before life was so complex, before life was so drama, before all of the things and the end of the world, all that stuff. So we'll be back soon. If you enjoyed this, leave a comment below. And yeah, have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Happy Friday, everybody. And enjoy. I'll see you next time. This is K Theory, and it is home. Countdown.